I'm late. This isn't my usual content as we are transitioning this page. However, I felt like the Spirit of Christ compels you as I watch season 5 of Love is Blind. Y'all, what's going on? What is it? First things first, this is Love is Blind, not Friendship Blind. That's number one. All of this loyalty to strangers when the focus is love is weird. Y'all are wildin'. Now, I in no way am saying that friendship doesn't matter. It does. But is it the first priority when I go on a show entitled Love is Blind? Of course not. I'm not worried about I gotta look out for who you need to be looking out for yourself. Because clearly you haven't been. That's why you're on the show, because you want to find love. That's the first thing, because so much I just wanted to come to you as a bro, as a friend, you don't need to come to anybody as anything. Come as yourself. Find you some love. Scram. So let's break down some of these couples, child. First, Taylor and JP. Poor Taylor, a 25-year-old more mature than a 30-plus-year-old man. Shocking, said no one. And I'm not shaming men over 30. I'm a woman over 30. Child, growth takes time for everyone. However, his excuse for his behavior is wild. To say that I saw you and you looked fake because you had makeup on a grand reveal on international, national, worldwide TV while he looks like a pig in a blanket is... What? Make that make sense, JP. It doesn't. And truth is, daughter was natural the entire time. You have these very weird expectations on aesthetics when the root of Love is Blind is to get to know the core of a person and the aesthetic to be secondary. It's so strange. Like these very weird expectations upon meeting someone. So when you choose to do unconventional things in life, you have to make sure your expectations align with that unconventional, pattern. You got to make sure that they align. Now, do you have to completely change your expectations? No, but this whole I can't function because you put makeup on that one day, so now you fake that one day. You just didn't like her, so say that. She's beautiful, by the way. But to talk about somebody like she's just this complete fake crazy person like you got it going on is wild. Audacity is at an all-time high these days. Like it's super high. And I don't, a mirror would humble several of us. Truly, honestly, because what is it? Beautiful young lady, beautiful spirit, beautiful character. But please, I agree with her that was a cop-out. Ooh, see, got my camera turning upside down. Hold on, we'll be back. Unturned. On to my next crew, the Uche, Lydia, Aaliyah saga. This was wild. Again, this loyalty. I have friends that are like my sisters. I'm a part of an organization of sisterhood. Guys, what is happening? These are strangers. These heartfelt big feelings to make sure your friend isn't destitute because you found love is crazy. You just met both of them, but the goal is to fall in love with the man. Girl, if you don't fall in love and let her live her life, what is this? Love is blind. Y'all want friendship blind so bad. Why? Why do y'all want that? It's strange. I'm not even about to hold you though. A couple of things. I believe Uche when he talk about Lydia. I truly do believe it. Something in me, just the data aligns. It truly does. And I can't put my finger on it. However, he got receipts to prove it. And so I believe the man of God. However, I will say Aaliyah reminds me of a lot of us when we were younger. And I know some of you guys were perfect back in the day. I was like, I would never. Well, good for you. We're not talking to you. Okay. Race isn't given to the swift nor to the strong, but the one who endures. Okay. So some of us had to endure. However, a lot of Aaliyah's antics remind me of like the childish way you used to play games with a grown man and not realizing that's a grown man and we not doing all of that. Girl, please. And he bounced and you missed out on an opportunity. Now, from my understanding, that was edited wrong and they ended up dating after the show. But all that extra, some of the Antics were giving, I want to play this game to see if he's going to keep pushing. I'm not, is not, will not. Okay, it's going to be this hard because we're on a show about Love is Blind and you're more concerned about the homegirl than potentially your romantic connection, which is the reason why can't we stay on target? Why can't we stay on the learning target? Why can't we stay on the standard that we're here for? We all want to do prerequisites, prereqs, post-recs. We want, stick to the standard, stick to the target. Wild. But it reminds me of that a little bit. It truly does. And I remember those days being goofy. Uh-oh. I got my little power mode on, which means I don't got much time, but I'm gonna make time for y'all because I like y'all. Yeah, like I remember those just foolish days just to see what would happen. You know, it spices things up just to be dramatic unnecessarily. Child, as you get older, peace that surpasses all understanding. But sometimes it doesn't need to surpass anything. Just choose peace. Choose that. It's okay. And a girl man who's like, okay, I'm not dealing with all of that. Daughter Lydia, I don't even know, y'all. It's a lot. It's a lot. The whole I see you in me. We're a lot of like, I see you. She knew what she was doing because she knew what was up. She knew. All that feeding information about him, she knew. Which lets me know that, like, that's why that whole, when Leah went back in the pod telling her everything that Lydia said, and she's like, why aren't you seeing this as manipulative? Why aren't you seeing that? Because it is. It is. She's older. It is. But I've been a friend. I've been there to support you. She told you she didn't want to know nothing about this man. The same way you're experiencing getting to know somebody sight unseen. Give her that opportunity. I wouldn't have said nothing. Not one body. Not one thing. If I was genuinely there for the experiment, I wouldn't have said a word. For what? If we happen to be there, okay, bet, move on. For what? There's no need. And it will come out later. For what? That's just one less person I got to worry about because I know you in real life. Moving on. It's a wild time out there. Next, Izzy and Stacey. You know, over time, initially I thought I liked Izzy until him and Stacey got together. Stacey's really stank unnecessarily. And again, it's like these weird grudges. Y'all just met. What are y'all mad about? How can you be shady on a speed dating show? It is possible to like multiple people because you only have this amount of time to get to know people. So this campaign that Izzy has, and I will commend Stacey for calling it out when Izzy made it his priority to call Johnny to the side in an effort to call her out. Sir, why aren't you just in love and moving on? Why do you need to compare what she said to you and said to Chris? Because it's possible for two things to be true at the same time when I am dating in an unconventional way. It is possible. And I got to take which one's the best out of the two. I got rejected out of here. Okay, well, let me try my next option. I had to pick one. It's a live television blind dating show. Are you guys nuts? Are you crazy? There's several people who went with option 2 because option 1 wasn't available. That's okay. She's not shady. She is on a game show entitled Love is Blind. I commend Stacey for calling out his desperation to do that. For what? Why? And Stacey unnecessarily trying to create this narrative like she's big, bad, and buff. Babe, please moisturize because you're doing too much. You all dried up over Johnny. Relax and moisturize. For what? And I'm not a shady person, but you all heating, hollering, hooting, hollering, all hot. Calm down, relax, cool off. It's not even necessary. Truly. And even the way that she addresses Izzy in some ways, her tone for Stacey, really all over the place. Really not kind. And I'm just like, okay, girl, relax. But that's just me. I'm just a commenter. You know what I'm saying? A commentator. I don't know nothing. Who are me to judge? What I do know is that this cast list, wild. Y'all just had to come up with something dramatic. I really truly believe casting knew what was up. The casting knew what was up. They knew. They wanted to create some excitement because of what happened last season. Truly. But do we even have like a winning couple this time? Like, do we have one that is like one we can root for? And that's what America wants. That's what the country wants, to see more people falling in love with character, But Love is Blind becomes less intriguing when the drama is the forefront. We want to see people fall in love with character and then be pleasantly surprised that they're attracted to each other. That's the beauty of the experiment. But when we start creating drama, it's just like, ooh, y'all, please, 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 please. That's it. That's all I got. What are your thoughts on Love is Blind? I can't wait to see the reunion. Is the reunion already out? Am I behind? It's possible. It's possible. However, we will have conversations if it is not. I love y'all. Mean it. Until next time. Remember, mean what you say what you mean. Why? Because the power of life and death is in your tongue. Ooh. Death is in your tongue. So whenever you speak over yourself or others, mean what you say and say what you mean, because words have power. Whoop, whoop. Love y'all.